the early part of 17th century, when the great poets like William Shakespeare, Spenser and others were died, and England was passing through a decline period after Elizabethan age and death of Queen Elizabeth. A child was born in 1609 who later became great poet, or we can say that first epic poet of modern English, and known as John Milton. John Milton's life and career is spread in three different kings and through a long span of time. He born in time of King James I, who was the King James IV of Scotland, and his youth passed in the time of King Charles I and the Commonwealth period, that is known as interregnum, and his great epics came in light published in the time of Charles II after restoration, and he died in the reign of Charles II also in 1674. John Milton was one of the greatest poets of English literature. He was well known for his sonnet on his blindness, ode on Christ's nativity, and twin poems El Allegro and Il Penseroso, Mask of Comus, poetic drama Samson Agonistes, Paradise Lost, the greatest epic of English literature, and its other epic, that is Paradise Regained. In the spring of 1642, John Milton married to Mary Powell. She was an aristocrat and daughter of a squire of Oxford. She was the supporter of monarchy, while Milton was supporter of Commonwealth. That's why just after 1 year, in the summer of 1643, she left him and went to his father's and refused to come back. This personal issue was changed by Milton into public issue, and he wrote here 4 pamphlets on divorce. Out of these, 2 were very popular, and she has to come back to Milton again. After that, they both has 4 children, and out of 4, 2 daughters survives who helped Milton after his blindness in reading books. After death of his first wife, after 5 years, he married again. This time he married Catherine Woodcock, but no child of Catherine survived. There was a daughter. At the birth of this daughter, both Catherine and the daughter died. And about 5 years after her death, in 1663, Milton married again to Elizabeth Mitchell. At the time of marriage, she was of only 24 and several years younger to Milton. He was a very studious person. He was a learned scholar of Latin and Greek. He has studied much, and at the age of 44, his eyesight started becoming weak, and about till his 50s, he became completely blind. And at this, he has wrote a very famous sonnet on his blindness. It is very famous, and its line, "He who also served, who stand and wait," is very important and oft asked in several examinations. So this sonnet is must read. And apart from this, his career can be divided into 3 parts. first part as lyrics of John Milton, and here are two very important lyrics, El Allegro and Second Penseroso. And about the works, we will upload another video separately. In second phase is the phase of his elegy. He wrote very famous elegy for at the death of his friend Edward King. And the last phase, that is most important phase, the phase of his epics. In this phase, his three famous works, Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained, and Samson Agonist. And after this, Milton died in 1674. In this way, a great poet of English literature gone from this world. Okay, guys, this was the life and a briefing of his work and career, and we will upload a separate video about his works and separate videos about particular works like Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained, Samson Agonist, and lyrics and sonnets. Till now, you will study, and I have uploaded a video about poems written by several poets. Several poets has written poems about John Milton, and I have chosen the most important and best lines from those poems, and I have uploaded in that video. And very soon I am going to upload several questions that may be one-liner and objective type, MCQ types, that will going to help you in your examination. Till then, best of luck.